This is take 6 of spiritual sex drive. We're talking about spirit. We ain't talking about the man. We're talking about spirit. This is a spiritual battle. Y'all see the Mason? Two faces. The Mason, the minister, and the charmer. One side, the dark side, is the charmer. The white side is minister. All right? Can this be an Illuminati one-eye picture in plain sight? You figure it out. I'm just a messenger. How do we connect that with that? This morning headlines. New York, New York. Daily News. Al, the fat boy, was FBI mob informant. So what do he doing with the mob? Right? Russia or Jew mob. Right? Farrakhan with our one eye, see? One eye, one eye, one eye. MC Light, one eye. Mike. I see all these people you crying about dying. One eye. So I have to ask the minister, what's that? See the kiss? 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 Hold up. Let's make this connection. FBI snitch mob. You have the what? Russian mob. You have the black Islamic mob. You have the black Christian mob. You have this mob. You got this mob. And you got him reporting to the other mob. And the rest of these mobs, because it starts from here. Flavius Constantine, the first Christian Roman emperor. Now, let's continue the story. So now we understand the mob ties with what? One-eyed Farrakhan. We have the obvious right here. One eye, charmer, venomous viper, snake, who supports this kiss. How we know? Because that's part of, that says I want to kiss. Y'all do that. Hold up. Look at his face right here. What is he thinking about? Now, the only time you grab a brother in his face is when you're having an argument and you try and get his attention. Bruh, look, this shit ain't funny. I'm being honest. If you see me grab a man like that in the face, you'll see my facial expression saying, bruh, that shit ain't funny. Shit up. He ate all them damn worms. Eat good for the night. What time is it? 7 o'clock. You sure want to eat nothing till tomorrow. You sure want to eat nothing till tomorrow, huh? Introduce y'all to Waka in the first video. If you see me hold a man's face like that, he ain't smiling like that. I mean, he's smiling in sarcasm, but he's smiling like he didn't have a nice drink. My man back there, it's like this. Look at this facial expression. There's no wrinkles of anger. Like y'all didn't believe Barack Obama was not LGBT. Now, I'm talking from manhood, and when I see this, come on, manhood. If I'm associated with people who are in LGBT, one thing you ain't gonna catch me doing is grabbing an LGBT in the face like that. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be that damn close. I'm gonna be like my man right here, back in the distance, like yo. This shit's real shit. But they're cool. And if you look at the facial expression, that is a facial expression of a smile going backwards towards the ear. That's why you see his cheeks going what? Backwards towards the ear, because it's a smile. Hey. And he grabbing him by his face, saying, instead of saying hey, them his lips saying, give me a motherfucking kiss. How we know? See how the face goes back? I'm thinking how I'm going to kiss you. And he got his eyes closed like, fuck it. Elijah Poole is God of the black Islamists. So W.D. Muhammad and God, here's who your God worships. Black Islam. There's your real God, not Elijah Poole. Next, here's your real God, Africa American. Not Desmond Tutu, but this is your real mother, Elizabeth, who sold you Kwanzaa. She gave him permission, and this black devil, this righteous LGBTQ guy, he's righteous for LGBTQ. He's righteous for the Club of Rome. He's righteous for them. We're not talking about righteousness for the Most High. We're talking about righteousness for this world. And she is the hammer in this world, and she gave him permission to nail you black asses to the cross. Alright? Now, after they developed Kwanzaa and he gave you Elijah Poole, who looks like what? Hindu, Buddha. We did that in the last video. So we got Elijah Poole, children. We got the African American program. All you need now is a criminal element. We got two criminals. We got the mob snitch, Al Sharpton. Even the name Sharpton, he'll stab you with anything he got. Because he snitched. Daily News. We got Two-Face Charmer. He'll charm your pants off. Right? See, when they was getting to my background, we were getting to yours too. See, you're Two-Faced. See, because I tell you the truth. But they don't want to tell the truth, so we're going to bring it out. Your two faces shows the one face is the one-eyed Dajjal. Matter of fact, so we talk about Islam. Hold on. Because folks want to get mad at me. Like, I'm the one that start the shit. Get a million men, and we still ain't no more equal to anybody on the planet. Not even dogs and LGBTQ. I mean, the bottom of the list gets bigger and bigger. Not the top of the list. The bottom of the list is getting taller. Damn. I forgot what the fuck I was doing. What is the one-eyed Dajjal? What is the one-eyed Dajjal?
According to Wikipedia, the characteristical one eye is believed to symbolize spiritual blindness. Thus, the Dajjal, blind to the immanent aspect of God, could only comprehend the transcendent aspect of God's wrath.
Salami and bacon.
Salami and bacon, brother.
You chime right on them. We just
I like my spam.
Hey, you just chimed in on our video we're doing, live feed, on sex drive. Spiritual sex drive, though. How they like to, I'm trying to watch my language this time. How they like to screw people's souls over. And they call themselves saviors and master teachers and all this blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And so what sparked the conversation, what sparked this, right? The oath of God brought me up her house. Elizabeth. Beth means, wow, where's that at? Where's that at? Let me pull that up. I had that too. Could you chime right on in, Prophet? Yeah, you here to bless the people, man. I'm excited. Ooh, when the prophet priest get to bless the hood. Oh shit. Hold up. Before I get into it, you want to be a part of the live feed, man, or you on a mission real quick?
I'm on a mission. I'm waiting on a return call.
Okay.
On court documents.
Speaking of court, well, hang out with us and please chime in at will, okay? Please chime in at will. This is my brother, my friend, my counselor, man, Brother Musa, what I call my prophet, priest, warrior, literally.
Well, to the young men who are out there tuning in, and probably a lot of women are tuned in as well, but this is specifically like for the young men, and I'd like you to convey to them that by any means necessary, void a marriage by way of the state. But what the marriage by way of the state means is that the state is the boss of the relationship of the union. The state has the final say as to what happens to that union when it is dissolved. The second most powerful voice in that union is the choice of that woman that was wedded. And the favor, the full favor, credit goes to that woman and any sons and daughters that she may have produced.
Absolutely.
Of the state, for the benefit of the state, through that union. So that leaves the man in fourth place, because after the woman, the prosecutor for the woman, or the defendant for the woman, has the third senior position, because it's an agent of the state. And the last position, and at the bottom of the scum, is the man. Should he find himself in a bad situation that he knows is going to end in a divorce, he should act decisively to initiate that divorce, and he should do it promptly. That gives him a little bit of leverage and increases his chances of having lost everything that he has, including his freedom. So that's what he should do. The young men, if they want to get married, fine. If they want to get married, fine. But know that they're bearing all the liability, because the woman is viewed as the weaker vessel. And she needs help. The man, he could be knocked down in the dirt, but he's a man. He pull his pants up, stand back up, and go to war. He can recover, because he's the stronger of the alleged two sexes. So he don't need shit. They can put him out in the street in the wilderness and he'll make something happen. That's the philosophy underlying the corporate state marriage. So the young brothers out there need to know that. If there are sons and daughters involved out of a union, the man should take all initiative to take back what he had given to that woman and make her pay child support. Sounds kind of
I mean, that's not a bad idea, considering that they want equal everything in creation. Forget what the Most High said. Forget what the law of the universe say. Forget all natural law. I want to be equal. And what's funny about that, I have the books literally that speaks about the first people of the earth, opposite side of the man of the earth, in their own language, how they made it their business as a tribe of lesser women in this frame, in this time, or in this dimension that is so far removed what everybody think, aka the Amazon women, Superwoman, things of that nature. The woman soldier. The woman that don't need no man. Give me like 2 minutes. You can keep talking, big brother, because there's an audience. But I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. It'll probably take me about 1 minute or less.
Okay. So the woman position is to be a help meet. Help meet as in helping the man to meet his goals and his objectives for the family.
I'll say.
For the family. That's the only reason why she's there, to be his anchor, to be his foundation of strength. Because the man's pride is his woman. That's his pride. The woman's pride is her hair and her nails. So that says a lot. Vanity, vanity, vanity. So I encourage all the young brothers out there, and even the brothers who may have something. Some of our young brothers are becoming multimillionaires now. They know how to work things, but we can see how multimillionaires like Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Will Smith, all of our super entertainers, our players, our actors, our comedians. We like to play our athletes because we as a people have learned how to be entertainers. That's how we made our lives. That's how we've improved the quality of our life. The primary focus is all screwed up. It's like I'm not gonna be for real. I'm gonna be acting. I'm not gonna be for real. This is not real role play. This is just an act. So this is the life that we're in. We're all faking it.
That's some scary shit.
We're all faking it.
A prophet. That's some scary shit, man.
Yeah, we're all faking it. We're good actors, and then we like to laugh and we like to joke around, and we like to play football, basketball, baseball while the Pell Man's cutting off our balls, last poets said. Malcolm X said. So we're playing. You can see how everything is just totally out of a natural order. We got serious problems to deal with, and we're playing. We're playing around.
But you know what I found out? From experience? Thank God they're playing, because they ain't in the fucking way. Is there any more toys we can get these people? That'd be nice. As long as they're out the way, we should be alright. When you really think about it, would you want your little brother out the way? You know what I mean? Get that nigga some toys, man, some candy.
Right.
Man, take this and get out the way, man. Find you something to do.
Exactly. And we like to play. I mean, we're riding around in the middle of a war zone in a Mercedes or a Cadillac Escalade or a Bentley. And we're riding around in the middle of a war zone playing.
Wow.
People are dying. Babies are being taken away and processed with Big Macs. Our babies. And Whoppers. Chicken nuggets. And we're still, too many of us are still playing, and there's some serious issues that we have to tackle. There's a war going on, and we're still playing, having fun. I don't cook. I don't clean. So the safest bet for our young men out here and is to get their affairs together as an individual, focus on them if they have sons and daughters, especially if they have sons by some of our women out here. They should definitely go for their son. They should get that boy, because if not, this has just been my experience. If that woman's pissed off at you because she can't control you, she's going to take that out on your son. She's going to punch him. She's going to beat him. She's going to abuse him in any way she can. I hate you. You look just like your father. I hate you. You look just like your father. Get your bitch ass over here. She's going to traumatize that boy. And he's going to be an angry, emotional little boy. And the first time somebody offends him, he's going to pull out the gun and start shooting. It's happening all around us. Yourself know it. You see it. You have first-hand knowledge of all that's going on in the war zone, on the ground.
Period.
Boots on the ground.
Boots on the ground.
That's true. You see how emotional they are. It even impacts us. I mean, even those of us who are conscious have to be vigilant and constrain ourselves to stop from being responding to any stimulus out there emotional.
You bet not. They'll crucify your ass.
Yeah.
Try.
That's why all the killing is going on. You know, that's why all the so-called black-on-black killing is going on, because it's like we're all down and we're so frustrated and we're easy to be offended because, damn, after all that we are going through, I'm going through, and nigga, you gonna be acting like that. Well, why'd you shoot the brother? It was principle, man. That nigga owed me $5. We said that before. But I didn't kill him for the $5. I killed him because it was the principle.
On the $5.
Yeah, the principle and the interest. Right?
Uh-huh.
So this is the emotional outrage. We throw an emotional fit, like, no, I'm no pussy. You ain't gonna do me wrong and get away with it. I'm gonna hold you to account. Cause I can't hold that Pell Man to account. So I'll hold you to account, nigga.
Right.
But you better not do that to the Pell Man.
You tried.
So we're not as stupid as we act sometimes, because we know that, I might get away with it if I do it to something that look like me, because everybody hates something that look like me. Dare you do that to a Pell Man, you know you get death penalty. They know that deep down inside. They know it. Mm-hmm. Dare not cross that zone.
Wow.
But what that is tantamount to is cowardice. That's what it is. Just being cowards.
Wow.
Yeah.
And
that's what it is. Because if they're really, really serious about it, we all be out there those of us that are surviving, and we be doing everything in our individual capacity to be prepared, to be an asset to the people in our neighborhood. In your own little individual way, whatever positive contribution we can make on the individual level, we must do, and it has to be a lifestyle. And I respect the brothers and sisters out there, and they'll be picking up debris off the streets. You know, that's what they see as their contribution to the neighborhood. Just clean this place up.
Right.
It's a good thing.
Cause that's one of mine. When we go through, is not try to do everything by oneself. Like, you know, like you here to save the motherfucking world. Just do you one little part and keep doing, you know, just keep doing you. Cause that's what I get in my heart when I go through the hood or any neighborhood, but mainly Homewood, because that is my home, you know, despite what folks may say it is, what it isn't. But what I know what it is to my heart and soul, what I can't do and what I can do there, is one, like you said, because it will show if you're a fake nigga. We will see you on Frankstown. Don't even worry about it. We'll see you. Don't even worry about it.
Right.
Look, we ain't got to wait for the devil. We ain't got to wait for God. We ain't got to wait for none of that. It is shit.
That's right. But you know, even you know, I miss some of the sisters who got murdered in the neighborhood, who used to do exactly that. They would just get out there and they would clean. They would clean. Valerie, Shona, and a plethora of others, too numerous for me to name. But they had that going on with them, and then on the other side of the pole, they had the other stuff going on. Valerie will fight you in the middle of the street, curse you out, block traffic. She do all kinds of reckless stuff. But sometimes she would get out there and she'd pick up the garbage and collect up the garbage and put it in the can. And so we look at, well, what positive contributions did she make? She didn't litter up the neighborhood, but she'll curse everybody out. But she didn't litter the neighborhood. So that's the one they found dead in the alley. And it was real sad. The rumor, so-called rumor, had it from the streets that, you know, she had told her brother she was pregnant and he was going to jail. I see that all the time, where the sisters are issuing terroristic threats to the brothers. They know their power. Yeah, nigga, you going to jail. You going to jail. You going to jail.
Hey, that's their shit, man.
Yeah, that's their shit. That's their shit. And you know, that's just another way for them to say, I'm asserting my authority over you. I got the power. I got the power of life and death. Nigga.
Nigga. And say something fly. And say don't call white daddy. You bitch.
Right.
I'm going to show you how much of a bitch you is. Because I'm going to get my white daddy and he's going to make a punk of you.
Right.
And then I'm going to watch him whoop your ass and throw me your house keys and car keys and I'm driving to your crib and I'm going to fuck your daddy in your bed.
Mm-hmm. Take all your shit.
and then kick your son out the house.
Mm-hmm.
And then introduce one of my ex-boyfriends to your daughter.
Yep.
Yeah, man, niggas is vicious, man.
Yeah.
Shit, just like that.
Yeah. I saw it. I saying, and one brother was into an altercation with his sister. She was egging it on. She was the aggressor. She was going after him, but she kept on telling him, "You're going to jail."
Yeah.
And she kept on threatening to hit him, to spit on him, doing all kinds of stuff. And the brother was trying to get away from him. But her objective was to make sure that brother went to jail. And I haven't saw him since. She must have accomplished her mission because she was chasing him down. He was in his car. She was in her car. And he was trying to get away from her.
She chased his ass down, huh?
Because she was hell
bent to put his ass in jail.
Making sure that she got that victim's check and that he was in jail.
Oh yeah, that victim's check.
Right. Right. But little do they know that after they get him, they giving you that victim's check, they coming to get you. That's why I like. And they're going to farm you out once they get you up at Muncie.
They said, you thought it was easy here, player? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
They thought it was easy here, player now.
No, so it's not just the men who are targets now for incarceration and free labor. It's our women too. And our sons and daughters. Because our woman won't cooperate, won't submit. One girl told me, "I will not submit, I will not submit." That was her song. Her name of her title of her song was "I Will Not Submit." I will not submit.
I will not submit, nigga. As they said. And they mean that shit. I don't know what part folks don't get.
Yeah, but when she found herself down there in the Allegheny County Jail,
Uh-oh.
and when she found herself in Torrance mental facility, the crazy house, the cuckoo nest, being drugged down the hallway by her weave, by the men in the white coat, because she didn't want to submit, then she hollered, "Help! Help! Help! Help me!" And I said, "I told you about that attitude of yours. I will not submit. But I'm going to help you anyway. I'm going to help you, dumbass, anyway. Get you out of there. And hopefully you have learned your lesson about your reckless behavior, that you think you can get away with murder.
Right.
You think you don't have to obey somebody. You think you don't have to submit to some authority. So now that you've had your lesson, I'll get you out of there." And I did.
Oath of Nimrod.
4 years later, she's running around free. She's still free. I think there was an attitude adjustment. But she's still free.
She's still free.
Yeah, she's still free. She's like, "I'm going back there to that
I know that's right.
That Torrance forensic medical facility where they strap your ass down on that steel bed and shoot all kinds of drugs in you and do all kinds of stuff to you. And nobody is there to save your ass. Nobody's there to save you. You don't know somebody on the outside. You can't call somebody who know how to help you. You know, harsh. So it'll be nice for you, and you're not gonna like it. So that's all we can do. Back to the main topic is, do all the good that you could do in your individual capacity, and it all adds up. You have 100,000 or 1,000,000 people doing something good to make themselves a better asset to the people in their neighborhood and to their families, then we're on the right path. We're on a path to recovery. And when good people come together and do things, big things happen. Big things are bound to happen. But we got to have a starting point, and it starts with ourselves.
Period.
Inside of ourselves, against ourselves, that struggle inside of ourselves, against ourselves, just to be better people, better individuals. But I'll say it again, we got a lot of undiagnosed mental problems. And there's a reason why, because the environment has been that way. The environment is a hostile environment that makes you crazy. You're not aware of it, it drives you crazy. Your family acting all crazy. Can't go to your family for support. Selfish, greedy. Nobody give a damn about each other except for what they can get out of them. And that's it. One way.
And as you're speaking on the video side,
yeah,
as you're speaking, you're confirming our live presentation right now. Because anybody who has wisdom, who's watching this or may watch this, they're going to learn more than what they bargained for. For instance, they have a university school for people to teach Hebrew. It's called Yeshiva University. To the ignorant, you thinking Yeshua, Hebrew, Jesus, hallelujah, happy, cool, right?